can't see it. Can you hear it?
Can you point at the puddle?
Where's the puddle?
Can you see that puddle? Libby would like to welcome you to Weekend with Ernie. Good morning.
Welcome to Weekend with Ernie.
We are outside of Gold Lake.
Mm-hmm.
This is actually our 4th campsite this Labor Day weekend.
Yeah.
Casey came up early on Friday morning to find a spot, which she did. And then when Lee and I got there, we promptly moved.
Mm-hmm.
And then we moved. And then we moved.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that all happened yesterday. It was
Yeah.
a really rough 24 hours.
Yeah.
Now, ooh.
Uh-oh.
We just got Lee down for a nap. She's part of the reason it's been very rough. So really hoping that this guy didn't just wake her up.
So, let's talk about why we ended up moving so many times.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's really important as parents and as dog parents and as frequent campers to not be miserable.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very critical.
Yeah, we're not just like parking somewhere just to stay overnight. Like we're going out to enjoy stuff, you know?
So let's hang out and finish out the rest of Labor Day weekend in style with the proper campsite.
Mm-hmm. 4th time's a charm, did you know?
Mm-hmm. Cheers.
So the first thing that we look for when looking at campsites is some sort of flatness somewhere, some sort of even ground. And that's for 2 reasons. The first one is this kid. She needs some way to move around, run around, play, have a good time. And when there's too many rocks or it's just constant kind of hills, super hard for her to do that. The second is that we need to get the van level. The last 3 sites that we were at this weekend, we could not get the van level at all. There was even one site where we had 6 blocks stacked under one tire, and it didn't even move the bubble in terms of getting the van level, and it was the most even spot we could find at that site. So this site, we kind of hit the jackpot. It's pretty flat wherever, and actually the van is perfectly flat as is. We didn't have to adjust it at all.
Reason number 2, thing number 2 that we look for is space away from people so we can have some time for Bear and some space for Bear so he gets a little off leash time, and even if he has to stay on leash the whole time, just some room for him to roam. The first place that we were at this weekend, the place that Casey picked on Friday morning, she ended up, while she was there before we got there, she had Bear, and actually someone's dog next door came running over and started eating Bear's food during breakfast. So can't have that, and much prefer him to have a little space to himself. Keeps him safe, keeps us safe, keeps everybody happy. All right, thing number 3 that we look for in a campsite is proximity to stuff and things.
Stuff and things!
So what we mean by stuff and things are outdoor activities that you can do while camping, but it has to be close enough that you can either walk there like a hiking trail, which is where we're heading now, or drive there like a lake or other hiking trail that you want to do. I think a really good,
Oh, we reached a dead end.
that's not where we want to be.
Nope. Well, shoot.
We lost.
Don't listen to us.
If you're in something like a van like we have, and you have to actually move your whole campsite, so be it. You just need to kind of plan for coming back and maybe having your site taken. If you're in a
Or just leave a bunch of stuff there.
if you're in a drop trailer or a tent, then it's even easier because you just leave your campsite and come right back to it.
And then make sure you bring coolers and stuff with you.
Yep.
Because we actually, the campsite that we were at last night, had we stayed there, what we were gonna do today is head over to, well, Lake?
Brainerd Lake?
Yeah, Brainerd Lake. and do a little hiking, look at the water, but we had no cooler. We didn't bring anything with us, so we had no way to like pack food and stuff for the baby.
So also
ourselves.
part of the reason that we left that site,
It sucked.
it sucked. Beyond that, there were rocks everywhere, which we
Yeah.
talked about, not a safe place for you to play.
Yeah,
And there was nothing to do.
Nothing
We
to do.
had to go drive to something.
yeah,
And with the van, we're not always prepared to go drive to something.
yeah.
So
Which is so funny. 'Cause,
proximity,
like, we have everything in the van.
proximity to stuff and things, number 3.
Yeah. Ah! Oh my God, guys. Look at this. It is absolutely... Oh, sweet pea.
Okay,
Okay,
take her shoes off. Put her on the bed. Oh. So what Casey was trying to say is it started raining a lot. So we ran back. Luckily we weren't very far away. But it went from just kind of thundering and sunny to drizzling to, oh shit, turn around right now. Baby Jill, baby Jill, baby Jill.
Baby Jill coming up.
Lock her in.
Oh my gosh.
So, as a follow-up to thing number 3 is be smart about when you go do those stuff and things.
We totally thought it was done raining. We did not think this was gonna happen. Into the puddle.
Right in the puddle. What kid doesn't like stepping in mud? Great. Thanks, Lee. Oh yeah, perfect. Let's just splash that mud everywhere. Oh yeah. Well, those shoes are done for.
Hey P, where are we? Are we back inside again?
In the van.
Are we in the van? Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. And why, can you tell them why we're in here again? Huh?
Because it's raining.
Because it's pouring. Nate got an alert on his phone and said, uh-oh, it's going to start raining at 5:23 or something like this. And we quickly cleaned up the van. And he steps in, shuts the door, and just downpour. It was the most perfect timing. So anyway, I think we're in for the night. Gonna cook some dinner. Hopefully get this P to bed early. Ah. Yeah. Yeah, and we're super, super duper grateful for this van to be able to come in when it's raining. But boy, is it a hassle trying to keep the mud out of here and the water. But you know what? It's better than being out in it. Thank you, Lee. She's holding the GoPro at just the perfect angle, as you can see. What you doing?
Keeping the smoke out.
Is it working?
I don't know, as you sit there and cough.
I think it's inside my organs. It's inside the tissues of my throat. Oh boy, what are we making?
Steak.
Steak! What's for dinner?
Beef.
Oh, that's what it is. Oh my goodness! Can you guys see this? Try again, see it. Can you hear it?
Can you point at the puddle?
Where's the puddle?
Can you see that puddle? We've had a great day finally. We're getting plenty of rain today.
Yeah. But that's okay. It's supposed to get nicer tomorrow.
Yep.
The smoke cleared.
And we're eating.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Except for Lee, she's really just throwing food.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, uh-oh.
Oh.
Put this in your mouth.
Then what?
Oh no. And then I'll eat this one too.
In case you guys are wondering what it's like to have a toddler. If you've never had one before. Here we go.
Looks like the rain is cleared.
It's definitely slowed down, but there's puddle. No, it's sopping wet out there. I think we're in for the night.
Movie night in bed and hopefully early down for the two of us too.
Yeah.
Good morning, everybody. We are redoing our stuff and things. Now that it's not raining and it's absolutely gorgeous this morning, we are redoing, what was that, number 2, thing 2, stuff and things. Lee's doing hiking on her own too.
Yep.
Yeah. You can tell it.
Little post-walk breakfast here. What do we got?
Casey made some French toast with cinnamon raisin bread. It's delicious. Got bananas, got some more coffee.
Mm-hmm. The star of the show.
Obviously.
Real Vermont maple syrup. Thank you to my pops who keeps us
Well stocked.
well stocked on it. A gallon at a time, or half gallon. I guess those are half gallons.
4 at a time.
Yeah.
Got it in.
Okay, thing number 4, and this one is probably by far the hardest to plan for, and you really can't plan for it until you get to sites, but a really good mix of sun and shade. In the summer months, it's super helpful to have tree cover to get some shade, because the awning only does so much. It's helpful, but you want to be able to roam around. And then sun, just because obviously it's wonderful to have sun on your skin, but also for the solar panels to charge the van. This site worked out perfectly for that. We have a ton of sun here, a ton of shade. As the sun rises, I know there's some more coming over here, which is really nice. But in the morning, the bummer piece is everything got so wet yesterday. We had to walk all the way over here to get it to start drying out in the sun, which is totally fine because we have plenty of space at this campsite for that. Hello, P. Nice job making it over that rope.
You know, the last thing we look for is somewhere that's pretty beautiful. Because when you're out camping and you're sitting in your chair or sitting by the fire, you might as well have something nice to look at. There are plenty of campsites out there which are a dirt pad, but there's not much to them. Those are just overnight spots. You keep looking for the right spot that matches all 5 of those characteristics, and then we've got ourselves a real camping spot. Boy, this is peaceful. Guys, Ernesto got an upgrade.
Yeah.
Check this out. Some custom artwork by Colorado Creative. They did the wrap job at our house.
It's amazing.
How cool is that?
We have a little ode to Gizzy.
Little Gizzy Wizzy Whiz 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 Whiz.
Yeah, and then obviously a little future planning.
Yeah, the girls when they get a little bit older.
Yeah.
And a bear bear.
And a bear.
We might need to add more as the doggies come and go in our lives, but
It's okay.
pretty great for now.
Yeah.
Pretty
Amazing.
great for now.
Well, I think that wraps up our really cruddy weekend. Turned really great. Oh.
No girl's gonna nap hard.
Yeah, she's ready. She's ready to get in the car and go home.
This is why you stick it out You get outside, you take your babes, because you just need to find your spot.
Yeah.
And sometimes it takes 4 tries like it did today, but this weekend. It took us a day and a half to find a spot.
Yeah.
Here we are. We've loved it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. We're gonna head out. And don't forget, if you guys like this video, like it, subscribe,
Subscribe.
do the thumbs up.
Keep subscribing.
Yeah. Tell
I'm
all
pretty
your
sure that you
friends.
can tell all your friends.
Yeah.
And then
Come hang out with us if you're in Colorado.
follow Weekend with Ernie. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.